Hey everybody, I thought I would do a quick check-in. Just got on a stretch of road and Google informed me, stay on, I don't even remember what am I on? 81 South? Okay. For 112 miles. So I thought I have quite a bit of time of mindless nothing, although I am listening to a fascinating Audible book called Nowhere for Very Long. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It is about a gal, it's narrated by the author, a gal that traded everything in life for a rusty old Ford van and took off across the country. It eventually ended up costing her marriage because her husband got sick of it. And at one point she made the decision that her life of freedom and following her heart was more important than a constricting marriage, and so they parted ways, apparently on good terms. But anyway, I digress. So I woke up this morning and I was expecting rain and high winds because that's what was in the forecast. So I was really surprised when I woke up at 6 a.m. to bright sunny skies, and very grateful and thoroughly delighted. According to my GPS, I have 10 hours and 27 minutes to my destination. And could I make that today? Yes, I could. Am I going to? No, I am not. Because by that point, it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning. And my appointment at the dealership to pick up my trailer is not until 1 p.m. tomorrow. So there's no point in pushing myself that hard. I'm enjoying the scenery, and I don't know if it was construction or what, but Google routed me through this sweet little town in New York that I've never been through before, and I was like, I'm going to have to come back here sometime, because there were just a lot of cute little places that I would have liked to visit and spend a little more time. The reason that I wanted to make this video was because I had an experience toward the end of last week. As soon as I contracted to buy the trailer in Ohio, I joined a group on Facebook called, I think it's just the RPod community or whatever. Wonderful group, so many amazing people. There are like 27,000 members in the group. Excuse me. And I stumbled on this thread, and like a dork, I had to read all 77 comments. And the original post was someone who was having some kind of an issue with their RPod, and just really, really negative and complaining. Well, reading through the comments, a ton of other people, 77 to be exact, jumped in, and they were hating on their RPods and Forest River and saying that their warranty service sucked, and just on and on and on. And I started second guessing my decision and being like, I still have time to change my mind, and I'm not on the road yet, and I haven't picked it up yet. And it bothered me enough that like I made myself supper that night out at camp, and I didn't even really eat. I just picked at it because my spirit was unsettled. So the following day, which was the day before yesterday, whatever day that was, I got up and I posted a comment, and I basically said, hey, it's me, still a newbie here. I read this thread the other day about all these people really hating on their RPod and on customer service and, yada, yada, yada. And now I'm beginning to wonder if I made the right decision. And much to my extremely pleasant surprise, that question elicited over 200 responses from people who love their RPod, have had nothing but positive interactions with the parent company, Forest River, shared lots of tips and tricks and encouraged me, and it was just amazing. But it was funny. Several of the people who commented said, just remember, the people who have something to complain about always have the loudest voices. And it was echoed, pretty much that way or similar several times. And I thought, wow, ain't that the truth? The people with something to complain about have the loudest voices. And several people said, you're not going to hear from people who love their AirPods because they're not sitting on their computer complaining about every little thing under the sun. They're out there enjoying camping and life on the road, and, that's what they're doing. So I spent the rest of the day, and answers to that or responses to my post are still coming in. So encouraging, so helpful. But that really stuck with me. People with something to complain about have the loudest voices. And, that's true in so many other areas of life too. I mean, when you go into a store or a restaurant or whatever, and someone is complimenting the cashier or thanking them for their service or appreciating, how efficient they are, or if you're in a restaurant, how wonderful the food is, you don't hear them over the din of everything going on around you. But man, oh man, if somebody's got something to complain about, the whole store hears it. The whole restaurant hears it. So that was really my big takeaway from that experience. People with something to complain about have the loudest voices. I'm going to try more and more not to be one of those people, because life is too good to be the one who's got something to complain about and always complaining. Starting to sprinkle just a little bit here, but I suspect it's that one very menacing looking cloud over my head. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. The plan is to stop tonight when I get tired. Of course, Bella is right next to me and Casper is right behind me. So when I'm either tired of driving and my body has had enough, I'm nursing a pulled muscle in my right shoulder, which is, we won't even go there. Yesterday was a hell of a day, let me tell you. And I did it in my sleep. Don't you love that? When you're over 55 or 60, most of your injuries occur when you're in bed at night. I just... with or without a partner, okay? Just saying. I have no partner. It's all me. Apparently, I am absolutely brutal to myself once I fall asleep. Anyway, so we will drive probably until dark or just a little after dark, and then find a truck stop or a rest area to spend the night in. I got smart this time and I bought window shades for the 4 side windows. I always put up a towel across the windshield, because sleeping in rest areas and parking lots, you don't need to be walking by and looking in my vehicle while my dogs and I are sleeping. Fuck out of here, mind your own business. So I figured this time I would be smart and I would put up window shades on all 4 windows of the truck, and then hang my usual towel across the windshield, and we'll sleep in privacy. And then I will get up and finish the remainder of the journey tomorrow. So until then, unless something really worth sharing or whatever comes up, I will leave you with that thought, and maybe you will find application to it in your own life. The people with something to complain about have the loudest voices. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.